Hello and welcome to Homestead Miami Speedway for the NASMAR Playoffs. Round of 8, race 2. Just 2 races before we decide the championship 4. And after last week at Las Vegas, Kyle Busch is sitting comfortably for the next 2 weeks with that win. Chase Elliott, Tyler Reddick, Ryan Blaney all above the cut line. Bubba Wallace, he is so close, just 7 points behind. And Keselowski, Larson, and Harvick all have some work to do after some really tough days at the racetrack in Las Vegas, especially Kyle Larson with that vicious hit. So some drivers to watch for. Tyler Reddick on the pole, looking to grow from the cut line today, sitting pretty good with a very fast Toyota Camry on the pole. Kyle Larson, like we mentioned, has some ground to make up, but a perfect racetrack to make that ground up here at Homestead, where he is extremely fast and really good. Look for Larson to be ripping the high side. A non-playoff driver that exited the playoffs earlier in the season, Martin Truex Jr., fastest in practice. Look for him to get up there today. And then Carson Hocevar, kind of an underdog pick from the booth here. Look for Carson to get in the mix, hopefully, in today's race. Now we're going to go trackside for the command. Drivers, start your engines! The field of 36 roars to life, and we will check out that starting lineup for the NASMAR playoff race at Homestead. On the pole is Tyler Reddick, and to his outside, last week's winner, Kyle Busch, Christopher Bell, and Ty Gibbs in row 2. And then starting 5th and 6th, it's Kyle Larson next to that Jones boy, Eric Jones. Denny Hammer and Hamlin next to Martin Truex Jr. in row 4. And in row 5, we have Chris Buescher next to playoff driver Chase Elliott. Row 6, we find William Byron and Eric Almirola. And then row 7, Bubba Wallace starting mid-pack next to Carson Hocevar. There is Alex Bowman and Daniel Suarez, and then Joey Logano and Chase Briscoe. Ross Chastain next to Brad Keselowski. Keselowski's got a lot of work to do today, especially being behind that cut line, Stenhouse and McDowell. Then we have Kevin Harvick and Ryan Blaney, the 2 deepest starting playoff drivers in today's field. Ryan Preece and Ryan Newman. And then Austin Cindric and Austin Dillon, a row of Austins. Justin Haley next to Corey LaJoie. And AJ Allmendinger and Harrison Burton. There's Ty Dillon next to Anthony Alfredo. And then we have JJ Yaley and Todd Gilliland. So for the Ford EcoBoost 400, we have 12 laps here. Stage 1 and Stage 2 will both be 3 laps. And then the final stage will be a 6-lap event. Here we go. What we've all been waiting for. Green flag is in the air as the ACS presents the NASMAR playoff race at Homestead. Tyler Reddick gets a nice jump on the field, and then we got a stack up of a turn 2. Cars beat and bang. Looks like Ty Gibbs and Christopher Bell made some contact. Kyle Larson losing some ground after a good save off the backstretch. Oh, looks like Gibbs blows a tire and hard into the outside wall. Almost collects William Byron. Caution is out on the racetrack. There's Ty Gibbs with a damaged Interstate Batteries Toyota. Yeah, definitely looks like he lost a tire there. The right front blew out and just goes up into the wall. Very tough angle of impact for the 54. An up and down rookie season here for Ty. And then here's the contact off of turn 2. Look at Larson with a great save. And watch Ty Gibbs gets clipped by Kyle Busch. And then him and Christopher Bell both make contact. That right front eventually giving out for Ty Gibbs the very next lap. So it's time to get back racing here at Homestead. A 1-lap shootout here in Stage 1. Tyler Reddick will take us to the green. There they go. Tyler Reddick and Denny Hamlin launch off into turn 1. And there's, Bell gets loose. Big one happens. Collects playoff drivers Chase Elliott and Kyle Busch. Luckily for Kyle Busch, he's already advanced. But Chase Elliott has not. And that is going to be devastating to Chase Elliott, who is sitting second in points heading into today's race. Watch as Christopher Bell just gets loose. And William Byron gets caught up in it. Yeah, the air just gets taken off out from under the 20 as he gets close to that 43. Gets up into Chase Elliott. Hard hit there for Kyle Busch and Chris Buescher. Alex Bowman nowhere to go. Eric Almirola and Joey Logano both slipping by. But there's Kyle Busch on the hook. Same for Christopher Bell, Chris Buescher, and Chase Elliott. Alex Bowman's going to be able to continue on with a very, very damaged Ally Chevy. Same with William Byron, able to continue on as well. So Reddick was the Stage 1 winner. Denny Hamlin, Larson, Eric Jones, Truex, the top 5. Stage 2 is set to begin with Tyler Reddick out front and Denny Hamlin, his owner, to his inside. Green flag is back in the air as the flag waves for Stage 2. Reddick gets a good jump, and so does Larson. We all knew Larson was going to be in this at some point, and here he is. His cars fly by down the backstretch there with the palm trees in the background. Larson ripping the boards here at Homestead, trying to get by Tyler Reddick with 2 laps to go in Stage 2. Larson gets the pass, but Reddick's going to have the momentum coming off of turn 4. Rise that momentum. They're side by side through turns 1 and 2. Down the backstretch, they remain side by side. Here comes Reddick. He stuffs it in there. Gets Larson loose. Truex will take second, and Larson will finish third in Stage 2. Tyler Reddick sweeping the stages here at Homestead. Incredible drive by both of these drivers, both really good at this racetrack. Tyler Reddick and Kyle Larson putting on a show here early on, maybe foreshadowing what's to come for these final 6 laps. But Truex, he's got a good car too. Fastest in practice, we can't rule him out. So here's the Stage 2 results. Reddick gets the win, Truex second, Larson third, Jones, Logano in the top 5, Bubba Wallace, Ross Chastain, Denny Hamlin, Brad Keselowski getting some much-needed stage points, and then Carson Hocevar finishing 10th. Reddick trying to advance his way to the championship 4. Can he get it done? In these next 6 laps, we are green at Homestead. Here they go, down in the turn 1. Truex out-muscling Reddick. Reddick has to lift. Oh, and that kind of stacks up the field behind him. Suarez was in the wall. Logano gets in the wall with Chastain. To the inside wall was Logano. He goes down pit road. Oh, we got a race up front. Truex blocks Larson. Larson had the lift. Now Larson gives Jones a shove into turn 3 and 4. Eric Jones now looking for the lead on Martin Truex Jr., who all had Eric Jones winning this race. Check that on your bingo card. Here they come, though. Still not over yet. Eric Jones and Truex with 3 laps to go side by side for the race lead. Larson needs to win. He's trying to get there, getting a shove from his playoff rival Tyler Reddick. Coming to 2 laps to go here with Truex in the lead. Larson and Reddick in hot pursuits. Who is going to win it here? They go down the backstretch. Larson got to run. He goes to the high sides, ripping the boards, gets the lead past Truex. White flag in the air. Here comes Reddick. A dive bomb. Slide jump. Doesn't work. They get it to the wall. Reddick smoking down the backstretch. Larson slowing up as well, losing precious points as Eric Jones slips by and gets the win here at Homestead, and Tyler Reddick drops to the back half of the top 10. That's going to shake up the points just a tad, as Reddick and Larson were both poised to duel this one out, but they end up getting into each other in turns 1 and 2, and Eric Jones burns it down here at Homestead. A well-deserved victory for Legacy Motor Club. And here it is. Look at that slide job gone wrong. Reddick just not clear in front of Larson. Yeah, Larson was definitely not going to lift either. Not that he should. But might have been in his best interest to lift there. But it's tough to tell because Eric Jones had a run as well. We're going to check out those playoff standings. Let's see where those drivers line up now after that finish. Kyle Busch advanced. Tyler Reddick now plus 28. Bubba Wallace had a great day. Ryan Blaney plus 10. And there's Kyle Larson just out 10 points. So he's climbed his way back in within reach. Chase Elliott, who was second, now drops to 7th. And then Keselowski still has a ways to go. Here's your finishing results. Eric Jones gets the victory today. Martin Truex Jr. was second. Bubba Wallace kind of lost in that mess. He finishes third. Kevin Harvick rallied to finish 4th from starting deep in the field. Larson 5th, Ryan Blaney gets 6th, Hamlin, Kozlowski, your top 8. Some notables here. Looks like there's William Byron climbing his way back up to 24th after getting some contact. Ryan Newman, good on him, finishing 14th. Same with Corey LaJoie. Ross Chastain had a run-in with Joey Logano. He ends up finishing 15th. There's Logano in 31st, couple laps down. Chase Elliott, unfortunately, finishes 32nd in a day where a lot of the playoff drivers had really, really good days here at Homestead. And Kyle Busch, lucky and fortunate to get that win last week. Well, everybody, thanks for watching my NASMAR debut. It was a lot of fun making this race. Really glad to contribute to the community. So thank you for tuning in and supporting. God bless.